bada bum bum, bada bum bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum 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 bum, bada bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum bum. Bada bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum, bada bum 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 bum, bada bum, bada bum, bum, bum bum, bada bada bum bum bum. Bada bum bum bum, bada bum bum, bada bum bum bum, bada bum. Okay, cool, you guys. As you're joining, say hello. Let me know that you're here. As you're watching the replay, say replay love in the comments below. If you don't know me, if this is the first time you're seeing me on video, hey, I'm Amanda, nourishment expert. And I wanted to come on today. It's been a little minute since I've been on video. And come on and just do a mental health check-in. How are you guys? Have you stopped lately and asked yourself how you're doing and what you need? How am I doing and what do I need? Deep breath. How am I actually doing and what do I need? So, you know, we've got people's stress levels at an all-time high. We've got you know, a lot of pressure on mental health. We've got emotional trauma coming up. We've got ancestral trauma coming up. We have people's, you know, as a culture, we have people's businesses and income affected, as well as all sorts of, that's just like as the collective. And then we have all sorts of individual stuff that keeps going on. Oh, the garbage guys are gonna come by right now. We have all sorts of individual stuff going on too. So not only do we have all this stuff going on in the world and our culture at large, in the collective, that we're all feeling, right? We're all feeling that stress. We're all feeling that. A little bit of overwhelm. If your hands up, if you're feeling a little bit of overwhelm, depletion, emotional, you know, extra emotional. And then we've also got all our like individual, like life keeps on turning, right? Like the planet keeps on going, life keeps on happening, and we've got our regular responsibilities, we've got our, you know, we've got our coughs and our colds, or we have our work to do, we have loved ones going through stuff, so like that doesn't stop either, right? So I want to just take a second, let this guy go by. Hey Donnie, hey Lisa, hey Debbie, hey Jeanette. So I want to just take a minute and, like, if you want to breathe with me, kind of ask yourself, how am I doing? And what do I need right now in this moment? So like I said, we all have all this stuff going on in the world. Hugs to you, girl. All this stuff going on in the world, stress levels, mental health, you know, stuff coming up for us at large. And then we've got our individual lives. So for me, like a glimpse into Amanda's life, I'm moving, right? I'm changing my physical sanctuary. So I need, now more than ever, I need my center, right? I need my mental sanctuary to be home. Thanks, Daniel. And you know, you need that mental sanctuary. In my own life, I've got like loved ones going through a lot. I've got a friend and loved ones who just got a really heavy diagnosis for their little girl, like their child. I have friends struggling with depression. I have friends struggling with addiction. I have friends, you know, struggling with all sorts of things. And so I'm holding space for them. I've got, like, you know, like there's just a lot going on in my personal life as well as professionally, as well as what's going on in the world at large. So I imagine there's a lot going on for you guys as well. So now more than ever, I'm also having these like really fun, comfortable, to quote my friend Daniel Eisenman, really fun, comfortable conversations, you know, about anti-racism, microaggressions, white privilege with my family members, with my beautiful, both white and BIPOC, multiracial family. So we're getting fun, comfortable together and pulling out deep stuff within ourselves. So that's a lot to hold space for anybody. So I got depleted, and I got depleted, I got overwhelmed. And here's how I'm coming back from that. So I noticed that whenever I get out of routine, and I totally took it out on one of my loved ones. I totally took it out on someone I love and just kind of verbal vomited all over them, picked a fight, kind of just wanted to get it out of me and just threw it all on them. And thought I was, right. So anytime I feel overwhelmed, depleted, extra emotional, deep sadness, it's okay to feel these things. There's so much going on in the world, we're gonna feel these things. But anytime I'm feeling that, or I feel like I'm right, because I don't really necessarily believe there's these, anytime I'm so attached to being right, that's a big indicator for me to look at my stuff. Hey, Elodie. So what am I doing? I'm going back to the basics. And this is what I believe is important right now. I'm going back to the basics that I know I need to be centered and to be well nourished and to come from a really centered, strong place, right? So getting enough sleep, the basics, you guys, getting enough sleep, having daily activity, having daily meditations, both. I need enough activity and I need enough inactivity, right? I need time to myself for meditation. I need these different things. I need a lot of vegetables in my life. I need outside time. These are things I know about myself and how I take care of myself, and eat really well, be really well physically nourished, be really well mentally nourished, and emotionally nourished. These are things I already know about myself. But when I stop doing them, it's when I'm coming from an off-center place, right? I'm coming from a reactive state rather than being kind of responsive and responsible for my own energy and my own emotions. Now more than ever, whatever's going on in our lives. We have all this stuff going on in the collective, like I detailed. We have all this stuff going on in our individual lives. I don't need to know you personally to know that we all have a lot going on. We all have, loved ones in pain or etc., right, going on. So now more than ever, we need clear thinking. We need to be mentally strong. We need to have our mental health in order. We need to have brain health. We need to come from a really centered place when we're talking to people, right? Rather than just reactionary. So it's important to take the time to take care of ourselves. I just want to, and it was just underpinned for me because I didn't even think I was overextending myself, but I sure as heck, figured that out. I got the wake-up call just now. I don't know why the light changed weird like that. Sorry. Hey, Alicia. So I want to underpin that when, like I just said, when I didn't even think I was, I was that overwhelmed until it came out, and I took it out on someone I love, right? So what are the things, how are you guys feeling right now? Now more than ever, we want to be in that centered place. We want to have clear thinking. We want to have, be able to emote from a centered place, right? Be able to speak our minds and do what's important to us. So it's just that reminder that you're, my well needs to be full in order to give to others. Right? So I can't give if I have an empty well. I have to give from my overflow. I have to give from the energy that's overflowing and just coming out of me. Put your oxygen mask on before you help the person next to you. So what pause do you need to take in your own life? What breath do you need to take and kind of hold at the inhale there and see what's going on for you mentally and emotionally? Back when Standing Rock was going on, I lived on the reservation for for 2 weeks with my friend Michelle, and that was a big it was a big message from the group, from the camp, that if you need to take a pause, if you need to take care of yourself, that is that comes first, right? Like, that comes first. So in order, whatever your contribution is to the world right now, whatever, you know, like however you feel called, if you feel called to protest, if you feel called to have really fun, comfortable conversations with your family, if you feel called to, you know, if your work is going towards the greater good, whatever it is, like however you feel called to contribute to this humanity upgrade, if you will, you need to be of sound body, you need to be of sound mind, you need to be of sound spirit. And so what do you need to do to fill your well today, I guess is my question. And how are you guys doing in general? Like, drop in the comments how you're doing, what's going on for you. Like, when you do take this breath and this mental check-in, feel free to drop below what's going on for you. I just shared a lot of what's been going on for me. But we're ushering in a new era, and we're going through quite a few growing pains right now. And I want to make sure you're taking good, kind, gentle care of yourself, of your own body, mind, and spirit, as there's a lot going on to become reactive to, right? Emotional trauma, ancestral trauma, you know, stress levels, mental health, everything. So I'm going to be haven't decided how many days or when I'm going to start this, but I'm going to be doing a series like feeling free and peaceful and nourished in your body and mind for your mental and physical health. You know, a little tidbit every day of things we can do to kind of come to our center, feeling well nourished and making sure that we're taking care of ourselves so that we can, we need leaders, right? We need people to be of strong body and mind during this time, to come from that nourished and centered and grounded and energized place, right? Passionate place, but it doesn't have to be misplaced. So I did a few videos, I think it was last month, maybe April, talking about energy management exercises. So in the meantime, before we start this series, those would be great to go back and look at. But let me know how you're feeling in the comments below. Let me know what you do to come back to your center, and what's your indicator that you've gone too far, you've given too much, you need to step back, take the pause, and take care of yourself. And what do you do to do that? What fills you up? What fills you up? What helps you feel well nourished and ready to then just get after your purpose? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be back on real soon, and I'm sure you guys will see announcements about the series we're doing, Feeling Free, Peaceful, and Nourished. All right, I hope you fill up your well, fill up your cup today, and give from the overflow. Have a good one, guys.